hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wind Blue Line. This is our show for Sunday. It is Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. And here we go. On with the show. Okay, that is the opening song. And now, what I want to do is I want to uh, we are trying to do some this. All right. So, I'm going to do a little reporting on a serious subject here, and that would be the murder rates in Baltimore this year. So, in 2024, there have been 144 homicides. 117 of those murdered were African American. 111 of those are males. In the age groups, 39 were 35 to, I believe this is all homicides. 39 were in the age of 35 to 50, 33 in the age of 26 to 54, 24 in the age of 18 to 25, and 7 under 18. That may be African American males. Okay, so of the murders that they are still investigating many of these homicides, but this is another information. 100 have been by shooting, 4 by stabbing, 1 by blunt force, 1 by just categoric as this other, and 5 are unknown. All right, that's a sad way to start Sunday, but that is something that's always a part of Baltimore and needs to be discussed in the forefront. All right, in other news, local news, the mayor is calling for a forensic audit of the Baltimore Office of Promotion and Arts, withholding their request for an additional 1.8 million from the city. Also, employers of 6 workers who were filling potholes when the Key Bridge collapsed filed a claim against the Singapore company behind the massive container ship that felled the bridge. This is from the Baltimore Sun. Bronner Builders Incorporated of Hunt Valley alleges that Ocean Ltd, owner of the 980-foot Dally, and Sydney Marine Ltd, the vessel's manager, were negligent in allowing an unseaworthy ship to depart on March 26th, the night of the doomed voyage. All right, that's some basic news here. And now let's go on for some other political news. All right, in the first bit of news, we have Nate Silver forecast finally shows Harris as the favorite for the first time in 3 weeks. But if you can understand Nate Silver's polls and that page that he's got going, then you should probably get into politics yourselves. I couldn't make head nor tails of what he was saying. Just that Vice President Harris is given the edge of in a 50-50, look like a 50-50 tie. So I don't understand, but It's going to be a close, tight race. Everybody keep going. In other news, other news. In other news, and other news. Let's check the other news. Former President Donald Trump says about that it's too late. It's just too damned late for any more debates. The voting's already started. Let's see down here. We had a video of it. Not there, not there. Hold on. Not this. Hold on now. No, no, no. Wait. All right, this is it. Not this one. I got the wrong one, buddy. I'm all out of control. Oh, hold on now.
North Carolina. There is Kamala Harris. She's out on the campaign today. It's quite interesting, North Carolina, because the Republican candidate for governor there, Mark Robinson, he's down 14 points in that race, which I guess gives her some hope, particularly when you consider that polling I showed you a little earlier. Come in on this. I mean, we talked about we'll come back to turnout and to cost of living, but
what on this?
About this line in our headlines that there isn't going to be a second debate. Donald Trump saying tonight he thought he won the first one, he doesn't need it. Does she need a second debate?
Well, I don't know if you notice some of the feathers that seem to be coming off of Trump today, and that probably is due to the fact that he's chickening out of doing another debate. I don't know what logic would suggest that if you performed well in the first one, why you wouldn't want to do another. But clearly, he has huddled with his advisors. They determined that it was a complete and an utter disaster, one that is best avoided in the future. And that's why, despite what will undoubtedly be some negative headlines tomorrow, he's decided that he's got to make his case directly to the American people. We can expect lots of those big rallies. But as Harris pointed out in the debate, folks have not been turning out in the same.
All right. All right. And someone keep going on some news. All right, all right. Shady Vance was trying to do some work, so he went to a factory to meet with the people, and so he was asking them how long they worked there. How long have you worked there? 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 You trying to get out early, huh? How long have you worked there? How long have you worked there? Hello, hello. Hey, lady. How long have you worked here? How long have you worked here? How long have you worked here? Oh, that's JD Vance asking how long everybody's worked here. Oh, all right. Donald Trump, President Trump went on to the Oprah show this week, and let's see what he had to say on Oprah.
in major U.S. newspapers last year criticizing U.S. foreign policy. What would you do differently, Donald?
I'd make our allies, forgetting about the enemies you can't talk to so easily, I'd make our allies pay their fair share. We're a debtor nation. Something's going to happen over the next number of years with this country, because you can't keep going on losing $200 billion, and yet we let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And, hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country. Kuwait, they live like kings. The poorest person in Kuwait, they live like kings. And yet they're not paying. We make it possible for them to sell their oil. Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not, but I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, you know, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings, and we're not.
What do you think of this year's presidential race, the way it's shaping up?
Well, it's going
All right. That's dumb. All right. So that was from a while ago. Okay. Well, like and subscribe if you like this show. I mean, a lot of the people are sick of hearing about politics, but, you know, we're here in Maryland and we're a blue state, and we back Harris and Walz because, you know, enough is enough with the Donald, I think, you know. Enough is enough. And another thing I don't think people ever bring up enough is that even if he were to somehow win the election, he would never be able to run again. Even he wouldn't have time to change the Constitution to run again. So he'd be a lame duck. He'd be on a countdown clock. And then what are you going to do for that? All right. That's enough politics for the day. We'll keep working on our political stuff. It's hit and miss. You know, we don't try to get this all the technology done here. And now what I want to segue into is the Baltimore Orioles, because we haven't heard much from them lately. So let's remember, like and subscribe. You don't have to smash it, because I don't want anybody to smash their computer. Where can I find it? Okay. But like and subscribe and notify and all that stuff, because that really helps us, because we're lonely, you see. We're lonely. Anyway, this is in Baltimore today, this morning, Sunday. The Orioles are going to start at 1:35, and the Ravens are going to start at 4. They're playing the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to be a great game. The Ravens are 0-2, and they don't want to go 0-3, because that really puts you in a hole in this football world. All right, let's look at what we can on baseball. All right, so let's look at the Orioles. So the Orioles are 5 games behind the Yankees in the American League East, so they probably aren't, with like 1 week left. I think today at 1:35, the Orioles play their last home game. It's a little cloudy outside. I considered going, but oh well. Let's hope all goes good. And let's now look at the Orioles wild card standings. So this is the wild card standings. As you can see, the Orioles right here are top, and they are 4.5 games ahead of everyone in the American League. Oh, wait. Yeah. So the chances of getting into the playoffs at 86 and 69 are pretty good. And chances of winning the division are not great, but they could be the top wild card team, and they should be with 4.5 game lead over everyone else and a week left. Okay, that's good. So that's good Orioles news. All right, let's now go around. Let's think about what's going on in the National Football League. All right, I'm going to do some economic news. The Fed lowered the rate 0.5%, I believe. The Dow and the S&P closed at record highs this week. Mortgage rates dropped. Let's see. So that's good with the stocks up, and so that's positive news. Okay, so watch this week. See if the Don goes golfing this week, then his internal polls say it's a done deal. But like, if you're out there fighting or donating or campaigning, keep doing it. Keep yourself into the fight. Keep the ground game going. Got to keep working on this until the election is done. And let's go for victory. All right, everybody. Be back later for the Ravens watch party. I'm going to watch the Ravens game today. Okay. Let's say good night to everybody, and or good afternoon to everyone, and hope everybody enjoyed this program. Thank you.